Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing well. So I was tagged in the 10 crafty question challenge by Wondubar Crafts here on YouTube, and I thought, I like to be tagged in fun things. I'll share some information with you. The first question is 10 questions, and I'll share those with you. The first question is, what's my name? My name is Brandy with a Y. Baltimore. The second question is how I came up with my YouTube name. So, firstly, I wanted to be a gaming channel for The Sims 2 and other games because I am probably a video gamer first and foremost, but I like crafting. So, crafting took over and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a cool name and I just couldn't think of anything cool. So I was like, hey, you're left-handed and you're a crafter. Why not make it left-handed crafter? And that's where we are. I've contemplated changing it over time and still haven't come up with a cool name to change it to. What is my favorite craft? Um, my favorite craft to do is probably coloring. I know some of you probably like, that's not a craft, but that's my favorite. Like I enjoy coloring mostly because you can do that with a lot of people or you can do it by yourself. My next favorite thing to do would be stamping. So just stamp out the images and then color them up or cut them out. And then my next favorite thing to do would probably be to cut paper. But overall, I think collecting craft supplies and craft stuff is one of the things that I enjoy doing the most. I love going and looking at all the new things, old things, things I don't have, things I don't need, things I want to get, but I really don't or shouldn't. Um, so yeah, and that leads into the next question. What's your favorite shop for supplies? I would say at the current moment, it depends on what supplies I need. So, if I want to go and get a lot of discounted stamps, I'll go Tuesday morning. If I wanted to go and get something very specific that only that company made, like for example, Hobby Lobby, I would have to go to Hobby Lobby and get that thing. So overall, I guess I shop at the common big box stores, Hobby Lobby, Joann Fabric, Michaels, and I don't consider Tuesday morning a big box craft store, but they have craft supplies. So Tuesday morning. But if I went online, a place that I've purchased things from online before or overseas, eBay and scrapbook.com. I've purchased things from Peachy Cheap before. I've even made purchase from Scrapbook and Made Simple, as you all know. And I've also purchased things directly from the manufacturer, like Ranger, for example. During the holidays, they usually have like these little grab bags of bundles, and I've done that. It says, "What's your top 5 YouTube channels?" I normally don't answer this question because I don't have a top 5. Right now, I'm into researching, and if you've been here a while, you know my research is extensive. I watch lots and lots of videos of something particular that I want to try and do. So right now I am really focusing on getting better at journaling, junk journaling, learning how to sew, do signatures, things like that. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on predominantly junk journals. I am subscribed to a ton of people. Probably more, I'm probably subscribed to more people than I have subscribers at the moment. So I don't really have a top 5. I watch a lot of videos when I can. Lately, I haven't been able to, but when I get a chance, I just binge watch and I'll leave the videos playing in the background if I fall asleep, or if I'm driving, I'll listen to someone. So, um, I would say that my top things that I like to look up are how to make journals, um, coloring videos, card making videos, especially, and different ways to manipulate the paper. I've also researched jewelry stuff because I like to make jewelry and yarn things like that. So the next question is my favorite color. I have 3 primary favorite colors, and you all know this. Blue is my favorite color. Then green and blue are my top favorite colors. They fight sometime, and then gray is a good second placer or third placer, depending on how you look at it. And I like all the shades of blue. I like most of the shades of green, and I like darker gray. So I like heathers. Um, What's my favorite craft tools? If I had to say my favorite craft tools, would probably be scissors, because I like to cut paper. So anything that has to do with destroying paper, destruction of paper, that's me. So my scissors, my scan and cut, my paper trimmer, and my scoreboard are my favorite. My favorite, like these kinds. But my top thing I would say that I could not get away from using would be stamps. So I consider stamps to be tools as well. Where do I get my love of crafting from? I think that I've liked crafting for forever, since I can remember. Um, Doing artsy crafty things. My mom was an avid reader, and we did lots of reading and puzzle making, and that just cultivates the imagination when it comes to being crafty and creating things. So I would say that I think it's in everyone, and you just have to cultivate it. When did I start crafting? And now I've seen a lot of people answer this question. I would say, when did I start crafting for YouTube? Was my son was born in 2015, so maybe the beginning of 2016. I watched a lot of videos, a lot of haul videos, a lot of pocket letters. Pocket letters was super popular back then. They're still popular, but more people were doing pocket letter challenges, pocket letter this, pocket letter that, and flip books or whatever. And I think things just go in cycles. So I would say I started hardcore crafting for YouTube in 2016. But I've always collected craft stuff, and yarning, crocheting, and jewelry making were my first passions, because I did those with my mother. So we would crochet together, we would make jewelry together. She would crack jokes on my jewelry. Um, so I would say that would be my thing. So I learned how to crochet probably at the age of 4 or 5. Just a chain. My mom would crochet and latch hook. So I learned those textile things there. And then it says, my favorite craft so far. My favorite craft is probably stamping. Because I wasn't good at it at first, and then I've gotten better over time. So I would say that stamping an image out and doing something with it is my favorite craft. But I would say, if I need to do a whole craft, I like actually making journals, putting papers together, um, collecting papers to put them in to make them beautiful to give to someone else. So who am I tagging? I'm tagging 5 people, and I checked to make sure that you hadn't been tagged already. So Berry Crafty Bonet, Nick's Crafty Corner, Stamp Girl, Deb Hawk's Crafty Cottage, and Memory Lane Keepsakes. Hopefully you all watched the video and you'll see that I tagged you. And I did go back to check on your channels to make sure that you weren't tagged. I want to say thank you all for watching. Thank you, Denise, for tagging me. I really appreciate that. I'll say happy crafting, and until next time, have a great day.